Hello and welcome back to Destroying Super Promotion. Let's get on with Destroying Super Promotion. Yeah, I'm not sure why I have to consider my card choices.
How hot is this? Check it out. We're getting to run the Chicago Air.
You know, I was thinking about actually inflating my rear tires to maybe help them to stop from dripping up as much as they do, because they seem to just hook right up.
Okay,
But
let's get ready to rattle the boards. Don't be shy, people. Get ready to make
but I
some
forgot.
noise for these guys.
Well, let's show this guy how it's supposed to be done.
Everybody, make some noise. This place is shaking.
There we are. Probably could have gotten that on the NOS a bit sooner, but looking at the times, yeah, pretty sure we'll be safe with that first place position. Just just the mic a bit. Going up against him again.
Call him the comeback kid because he's famous for pulling out those last-minute wins. Don't go to sleep on this guy. Oh yeah, that's right. He's feeling it now, people. I see a flag out there. We're just seconds away now.
Yeah, letting it just sort of finish its wheeling seems to be the best course of action for it. But I do need to make sure I hit the points. Otherwise, it's going to slam down and go wee.
All right, you got one last chance to watch a 100 out of 13-20.
It's an eclipse.
Great drivers are gonna line up for you. Be ready to make
It's
some
adorable.
noise for 'em. I love the smell of burning tires in the morning. Smells like a victory. There's the flag. There's the flag.
Damn, almost got it into the 11-second range. But we didn't. Guess we'll just have to survive with a 12:03. Such a shame.
A couple of us were just checking out the skyline belonging to Paul Trask from the Apex Glide team. And I gotta say, it's a crime that they never made a left-hand drive version of that car. Of course, all the guys at Spindot and Portland would have been mad, but it would be so worth it. It's like one of my favorite cars.
You know, I do have to wonder, why didn't they make a left-hand drive GTR? Like, I know the States didn't want them. Well, the States probably did want them towards the end of it. It's just that, the track record. Because, fun fact, Nissan did import some GTRs. It was the early versions, like from the 60s, but those didn't sell too hot because they weren't packing V8s and focused on handling. Handling doesn't get you down the quarter mile in 13 seconds, so they can get fucked. But by the 90s, when they were making Godzillas, yeah, just a little rubbing. There we are. But by the time they were making the R33, R32s, R33s, R34s, America had kinda opened up to the idea of having a stupidly powerful car that could potentially go around the bends. But they were also pretty stringent on emissions, thanks to California. Fuck California. And crash safety standards. Fuck Ralph Nader. And There was also the fact that during the time they had the gentleman's agreement, which, if you don't know what the gentleman's agreement, and ever looked up the official horsepower for some of the higher end cars, you'll notice that they say 280. In Japan, they had, all the manufacturers had a gentleman's agreement saying they wouldn't make a car that would produce more than 280 horsepower. But much like how Chevrolet would say we wouldn't put big blocks in our intermediate cars, just ignore that GTO doing 12-second runs though. They lied a lot and just sort of said that, oh yeah, it's producing 280 horsepower. No, don't put it on a dyno. What are you, stupid? Yeah, nothing special. Still just dominating the leaderboard with that score, though. But back to the whole point of why didn't they make... Apart from America, there's Germany, I think Italy. Stop giving me goddamn parts. One, I already own them. Even if I didn't own them, I'm pretty sure you've given me enough parts to build an entire car all over again. But there had to be some places that drive on the left hand that would graciously accept GTRs. But I start thinking about it, and then there's Britain, Australia, parts of the Philippines. Really, Germany's the only place I can think of that, I kind of also wonder why they didn't import them to Canada, or at least try. Because, sure, the Americans, this turbocharging, four-wheel drive, what the fuck is this shit? Hey, someone actually managed to beat us. That isn't Aki Kimura. Clearly, we must try harder. But, you could probably sell a Canadian four-wheel drive. Yeah, all the wheels drive. Snow. You do the math. Oh, sure, it also has 280, which is, in more reality, probably around 300... maybe 330 horsepower. Like, I'm just surprised that there were no right-hand countries that wanted GTRs. Well, of course, nowadays you live in any major city in Canada, you're bound to find fucking GTRs left, right, and center. Hell, on occasion, I see R34s because we can import them now. But hindsight being 2020 and all that, and some bullshit laws preventing all the fun things from happening, means Nissan probably never really got the memo that people wanted to buy GTRs. Because you have to think, the R34 went out of production in 2003. Fast and the Furious, Need for Speed Underground, and a couple of other things that sort of lifted up the skyline, particularly the R34, and still to this day, if you ask someone what a skyline is, they're either going to mention the GTR that's new, or the R34. And probably don't even know that it goes all the way back to the 60s. Oh, hey, Ray Krieger did this one. Well, we just can't let that happen. So, yeah. By the time the memo probably reached Japan, hey, the North Americas, they want your Godzillas all over their faces. They'd stop making them. and only a few managed to get gray imported. But now in Canada, they're all older than 15 years, so we just import them by the ton.
You wanted to see the best. You came to the right place. Well, if you wanted some raw grip racing, you're going to get it now. These drivers are about
You know, I think the game even knows that the G35 is top tier, because I'm seeing a lot more G35s now than I was in the early game. And it's not like they're an expensive car. I think they're only like 20, 30 grand to start off with. And you can get a GTR for that price. Like, it does wallow a bit, but it doesn't wallow. Except for that, guys. Much stuff found the fucking magical numbers. Oh, no. Now his is wallowing. Why is it all the black cars with the mesh rims that seem to be doing well? But it's going to be Ryan Cooper. Yeah. Anyways, enough of the history lesson of the sort of, well, wasn't really a history lesson, just more philosophical questioning over why we don't get rear-wheel drive cars. But what's even more baffling is that the Americas didn't get more Aussie cars. Like, in the grand history, we've only gotten a Holden, well, two Holdens, both of which were Pontiac. One was the GTO, and the other one was the infinitely less catchy GA. Also, there was talks about bringing the same body style over as a Chevy and calling it a Caprice and selling it to the police, but they nixed that idea. Well, I think a couple adopted them, but I don't think they're going to see sort of the same end-of-life service as the Crown Vics did. But seriously, they could have brought over a couple more. They also didn't have to be all the V8 fire-breathing variety. I'm sure someone would have... Actually, yeah. Oh, goody. Well, suppose it's time to tell you folks about a little fun trivia fact about Need for Speed Prostreet. You might have noticed, game not the most well put together. It's quite glitchy, and sometimes when you finish a race, it just has the chance to just go, no, 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 no. You've had enough. I'm not letting you continue anymore, and there's nothing you can do about it except for closing the game and backing out, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Guess I'll join up later, maybe, hopefully. See you next time. Until then, bye. And we're back in. Sadly, that didn't recognize that it finished, so we're gonna have to do it again. Well, I could have done something else, but at least I chose the R34 this time. Yeah, that'll be the feat. Though, this being the first time it happened this far into the game, that's pretty good.
We got the cars, we got the drivers, we got all the action. Let me tell you, we got a straight line on our hands.
Oh wait, this is a different race. Glorious four-wheel drive. Get back here, you little prick. For a second there, I thought it was going at the wall. But, no, that was me because this fucking thing can't turn worth a crap. And now I'm getting passed by fucking RXs. GTR. You were the chosen one! You know what? I keep telling myself, the GTR, it's a bad car. It's a bad car. Stop using it. Don't use the GTR. It's not good. And then I go and use the GTR thinking, oh, it's perfectly alright. I tuned it. It turns now. No. No, it doesn't. It does not do anything of the sort. It crashes. That's what it does. And what's worse is I'm pretty sure that event would have been the end of this event, but whatever. Yeah, okay. Now there's we have a completely different lineup. No four-wheel drives, no Paul Trask. Like, I'm pretty sure the game does scale your opponents to you. But seriously, who the fuck is running it? Focus. But don't worry, folks. I have a little surprise coming up. I kept wanting a free car marker, but you know, I've cheated a lot in this series, so what's a bit more, really? Maybe I need to relook at this thing's suspension to see why it just understeers. Certainly could stand to make it a bit more lighter on its toes. This isn't right at all. I should be the one who's dominating this, not the other way around. Fuck! Stop understeering, you fucking pile. God damn it. Seriously, I got beat. Fucking black cars with mesh rims. Just, putting in work today. You know, I was sort of planning on holding off on,
legendary Takashi Sato from the Apex Glide team has turned up. Look for him in the S15 with the orange dragon on it. We're actually lucky to have Takashi with us
burn through
today.
my markers.
We're having some issues with the Tokyo police, and I'm not.
This is not going well. Not in the slightest. there's a definite jump in difficulty, especially if you do sort of handicap yourself. But hey, basically on the cusp of endgame. People need to get the fuck out of my way. I'm holding my racing line. You can invite yourself to get the fuck out of my way. Yeah, I'm turning this into demo dirty. I don't care. Yeah, this thing's just way too sluggish. And I know I've been praising that fact for most of the game, but here it's just not doing me any favors anymore. Like, for the most part, it's always served me well, but now it's just seemingly a bit too much. You know, I think there might be a mechanic hidden deep in the game where, if you damage your car a lot, eventually it cures. So, a car that was once pretty damn good sort of loses its edge. I don't know. The tooltips go by too quickly. But it would make sense. I've been using this thing for hell most of the game. I use this to become the Drift King. I keep saying Drift King. Drift King. And I just realized I'm belly aching while holding a lead over 3 seconds. Well, that does it for this event.
Looks like the Apex Glide team is ready to throw down.
Yeah, dominated.
Motion races for practice. These are like warm-up runs for them when they take it to the streets. Ooh, did I say that out loud?
Well, join me, won't you, in a quick little second as I look into why my goddamn car is running like ass. Tune. Yeah, stiffen that up a bit. Drop that down. Nope, that's not it either. That's good. Bit more camber? Maybe. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. Nope, can't see anything wrong with my tuning. And hey, now you've seen my tuning as well. Comment about it in the comments section and laugh at how shit I am at doing it. Well, we got a lot of speed events coming up, so prepare to get just real sad.
This is where it all went down for the first time. This is where they brought drifting down from the mountains and onto the track. There's a lot of history.
Coming down the mountains. I don't even know what course this is. Well, this is going to, oh, hey, and, group B this time. Yeah, nope, we have Shit Rims RX-8. And, it appears we also have, well, the BMW's gray. It still has mesh rims, but it's gray, so... Porsche is running with the same rims I am. And it's a Porsche, so it's annoyingly fast. except when I want it to be. Something's going on with the RX-8. Actually, I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the grip races out of the way before moving on to the speed events. Oop. Just going to take the alternative route there for a second. Don't freak out on me, car. I don't need you flipping out right before the goddamn end. The arrows indicated blah blah blah.
There's a guy they've been calling the Mad Russian, Ivan Tarkovsky, out there in that Evo 9.
Yeah, a little time attack.
Really do come.
Yeah. Damaged car. Anyways, back to what I think the R34's issue is. It gets put into a class above what it really should be. But I say that now I'm going up against the GTR, so... You know what? Just disregard me. I'm not that good at this game anyways. What I do know is this certainly isn't going to be the course for the GTR. Yeah, you see that, see what that Lancer did? That's what I'd be doing. Little Robin. Get out of my way. And there we are, best lap by not the best amount of time, but enough to let them know who's who's. Thankfully, Paul Trask has seemingly yet to learn how to get around someone. Now we're out in front. Hey, got it under 30 seconds. That is mind-bending when you think about it. Like, think about what you can do in 30 seconds. Cook a hot dog in a microwave.
Well,
Completing an entire lap of a course
the Apex Glide team has paid us a visit. Looks like they're all here, which
kind of
means that
crazy.
Rio Watanabe is here.
Yay, 25 grand. Your contributions to my money pile are well observed. Well, let's do some speed challenges. In fucking Tokyo, which always sucks. Actually, it's not Tokyo, I don't think. I don't have any heavy hitters.
Now would be a good time to get to your seat, people. We are about to send them. These drivers are going to get some business done, people. So get ready to finish the load. Oh, drivers are prepped. They're waiting.
How looks like there's a lot. Sudden influx of Z4s. There we go. Actually, this is the good Japan. You know, I've mentioned this before, but if you want, you can look up the soundtrack to this game and play it in the background while I'm driving, because I'm not risking the goddamn copyright strikes, even though I probably do have it low enough for me to do it. But for this I really suggest you look up a specific song from the soundtrack. Draw Japan by the Horrors. Honestly, just give the soundtrack a listen. It's a great soundtrack. Well, maybe not a great soundtrack. Certainly good. Does what it's supposed to. Much like my 350Z. By not killing you. Honestly, all the Need for Speed games have pretty good soundtracks. Like, hell, Need for Speed 15, the fucking reboot. Why the fuck haven't we figured out that not having... Oh! Okay.
I don't want to bore you guys with bloody details, but let me just say that the last guy I saw so completely dominate a super promotion...
But, the last event, or... Shit, what was I talking about? Yeah, the latest game. Even that has a good song. Odyssey by Wild Out. Anyways, that's two events, even though one was spectacularly short. Like, good goddamn. When we come back, we'll do this one, because it's harder to get to on the map. See you then. Bye.